Good morning, everybody. Now that you have learnt all the 12 tense forms and carried on integrated practice on these forms, let's make some observations on these forms and use this learning for reading, writing, and speaking purposes. Okay? You can put an exercise sheet of integrated practice before you so that you can understand these observations by looking into it. First observation: 3 tense forms use main verb in third form. That is, 3 perfect tenses use third form as their main verb, and 6 other tenses use ing form as their main verb. I mean to say that 3 tense continuous tenses and 3 perfect continuous tenses take ing form as their main verb. So it is clear that main verb cannot distinguish them from one another in form. But every tense form has some helping verb or verbs that never repeats in any other tense. So it is clear that it is helping verb that distinguishes the forms from one another. Third one is, these are the helping verbs that differentiate the tenses from one another, not only in forms but in meaning too, referring to a real life situation determined by time and mode of action. I mean to say that every tense form refers to some real life situation, and this situation is determined by time and mode of action. Okay, let us see. Fourth one, in simple present and simple past, helping verbs do, does, do or does, and did respectively are not seen in positive form. They are added in negatives and interrogatives. Then their main verb changes its form as per rule. Still, next observation is, negative is formed by putting not after the helping verb in each form. If helping verb is formed of more than one word, not is used only after the first word. It's also clear because you have been practicing it, right? Now the last observation, interrogative sentences. I mean interrogative form is formed by writing the helping verb first in the sentence, that is before the noun or pronoun, and putting a question mark at the end of the sentence. Alright? And have you realized that all these interrogative sentences can be used as yes/no questions? These questions can be answered in yes and in no, in either way. Let us see. In the first case, do they work? Answer can be yes, they work. No, they do not work. What do you observe here? Answer yes is followed by the positive form of the sentence, and answer no is followed by the negative form of the sentence. Similarly, in second case, did they work? Yes, they worked. No, they did not work. And in third case, will they work? Yes, they will work. No, they will not work. What do you see here? That helping verb is changing its place. And this way, we can make answers yes and no out of interrogative sentences. Okay? Similarly, let's continue. Are they working? Question. Answers are yes, they are working. No, they are not working. Were they working? Yes, they were working. No, they were not working. Still next question is, will they be working? Answers are yes, they will be working. No, they will not be working. See, again, it is helping verb that is changing its place and we are getting the answers. Next, have they worked? Yes, they have worked. No, they have not worked. Had they worked? Yes, they had worked. No, they had not worked. Will they have worked? Yes, they will have worked. No, they will not have worked. Helping verb is changing place and we are getting the answers. Yes is followed by the positive of the same sentence and no is followed by the negative of the sentence. How easy and wonderful the learning is. Now, have they been working? Answers are yes, they have been working. No, they have not been working. Had they been working? Answers are yes, they had been working. No, they had not been working. And the last question is, in future perfect continuous, will they have been working? Answers are yes, they will have been working. No, they will not have been working. That's all right. So this way, now we can use these interrogative sentences to frame yes and no answers and practice them, even in writing and in speaking too, as I have been doing and I have shown to you. So continue this practice, and here is some exercise for you for writing and speaking. Change the following sentences into all the 12 tenses in positive, negative and interrogative. Use the interrogatives as questions to answer them in yes and no as shown above. So here are the sentences. Continue the practice and keep on learning. Thank you very much.